Hello, and welcome to Dickinson's Real Deal. I've seen a few sellers that are going to give our dealers a good run for their money.
Be generous.
Hey, now, come on.
That allows me very little profit.
Oh, what am I going to do?
There are a few surprises on the way today.
£2,500.
You really, really want this, don't you?
360 between the online bids at 380.
Cheers, we like this. Today the show comes to you from Carlisle. Great crowd of people have turned up. What are they going to do? Take cash, gamble? Either way, they're going to want the real deal.
The den is bustling with people unpacking their treasures and eager to meet the dealers. And first to sit down with Helen Gardner is Vanessa.
I brought in a silver belt my great aunt gave me. I'm hoping for £150.
You sound very confident. Good luck.
What can you tell me about this belt?
Well, not a lot really. I got it from a great aunt, and that's all I know about it really. I don't know where it came from or anything.
And have you ever worn it?
No.
I don't think I could wear it. I think it might just about go around my neck. That would be it. Well, it's silver, and it's dated for about 1897, I think. So it's just Edwardian. So why are you selling it now, Vanessa?
Well, it's just sitting in a drawer at home, and I've no use for it, so I thought I'd try my luck today.
It's an interesting thing, probably slightly unfashionable, but it is nicely worked. So I'll put some money down and then you can decide. So there's £50 for your belt, Vanessa. What do you think about that? Not a lot. Do you want a lot more than that? Millions more?
No, not really.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
How about £60, Vanessa? Am I getting a bit warmer? No, not by the look on your face, Vanessa. Oh, what am I going to do? £70, Vanessa. I think I'm getting very close. Here's David with a very funny look on his face.
Well, you know, I'm looking at this and thinking to myself, the independent valuers have gone 90 to 100. But the auctioneer really rates this. He's gone 180 to 220. And that is puzzling me a little bit because in precious metal is £113 should it be melted down. And I'm not suggesting it should be, but that's what the precious metal is. I suppose the lower estimate from the independent valuers, 90 to 100, was more like it.
I've been a little bit mean. I'll up the offer to... I'll take those 2 tens away. I'm upping the offer to £100. But you must bear in mind the auctioneer's valuation and David's advice. There's my £100. Vanessa, what are you going to do?
I'll take your money, I'll do it.
You're going to take my money? You're going to deal? OK, I'm delighted. Thank you very much. Good deal.
I'm really pleased with the £100. I'm going to put it towards a weekend away with my children.
Glad you're happy, Vanessa, even though it was £50 less than you wanted. Hope you still have a good time. Now, Debbie Serple's a bit puzzled by this next item brought in by David.
Very strange, quirky little bronze. I'm not quite sure what it's trying to be.
I've seen Debbie on the TV and I think she's going to be a hard nut to crack.
Be brave, David, you'll be fine.
What have you brought on the show today?
I think it's a paperweight of the god Neptune.
Right.
It was brought back by an uncle of mine from the Abbey at Monte Cassino as a war trophy.
Oh, how amazing.
And that's all I really know about it.
When I first looked at it, I thought it might be an architectural item that had sat on top of something, but there's absolutely nothing underneath it to indicate that it's been attached to anything, because normally you would see a hole or a fixing. So I will go with your idea that it was the paperweight, because I can't think of anything else it would be. There's absolutely no mark, no indication of age. My guess is it's made of bronze. Have you any idea of...
I think you're right.
Yeah, it weighs an awful lot more than a brass piece. So I'm putting my dealer's hat on, and I will make you an offer, but really based on the fact that I don't think it's got a huge retail interest, although I love the story. So See how we go. £20? No. Okay. I seem to be being really mean. £30. What do you think about that?
I think it's very mean.
I don't think it's tempting enough, Debbie. I mean, 60 to 80, 80 to 120 is the estimation of the independent valuer and the auctioneer. I think it's continental, and I think it's probably early 20th century. So I'm going to say to you, let's go to auction, give it a run there. Somebody just might fancy it.
If I was to replace the 10 for a 20, that is my final offer. You're going to go to auction?
I'm going to go to auction. I knew you didn't like it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's off to the Carlisle sale room. Can auctioneer Tom Sargent do any better for David than Debbie?
What did you think about the 40 quid offer?
I thought it was a bit unreasonable, actually.
OK, I hear what you're saying. It's your goods and you can say exactly what you please. I thought it was a bit on the low side, I have to say. So on the day, a reserve was set and agreed at £80. Since then, perhaps because the way the viewing has gone, the auctioneer has advised you to change your reserve. And I think it's now set at £50.
That's correct.
Are you quite happy about that?
I'm very happy, yes.
And bear in mind, there could be some commission to take off that should it sell on the button at 50 quid. So hopefully we will get more than the £50. It's coming up now. Let's see what it brings.
Lot 101A, the 20th century cast bronze paperweight. High 50 bid, 55 bid, 55 for that one at 55. At £55 bid.
It's over the reserve.
Wait, then at 55. 55 for the bid, 60 bid 5. 65 bid for that one, 70 bid. At £70
It's at
bid.
70.
At 70 bid. At 70 bid for the paperweight, at 70 bid. At 70 bid and 5, 75. At 75 the lot. 75 the lot, selling then at £75.
The gavel has gone down at £75. What's your reaction, first of all?
I'm quite happy.
OK. £75, we've got some commission to take away. It's just over £61. I think on the day it found its level in the sale room, and that's what we call the real deal.
Now, Kat's hoping Tim Hogarth will take a shine to her candlesticks.
Now, you've brought in what looks like a pair of silver candlesticks, but I'm going to be the breaker of bad news to you. They're not silver.
Oh, well.
They look super, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Super quality, but unfortunately they're only silver plated. So if you look here, this mark is meant to look a little bit like a silver mark, and it says WH and a flag. Well, WH stands for Walker and Hall, and that flag is their logo, their trademark. Very, very good English. They did make silver items, and they also made plated items. And these candlesticks are going to date from about 1900. And the shape, this is called a Corinthian column.
Right.
So tell me, how did you acquire them, Kath?
They were my mother's. They've just always been there.
So your grandmother's?
Yeah.
Right. Do you like them?
Yeah, but I've got a wedding to pay for next year, so...
You're not going to pay for a wedding with these, love, I can
No.
tell you now.
But it'll help.
Well, it will, yeah. Some flowers, maybe?
Summit.
So, who's getting married?
My daughter.
Your daughter. What's your daughter's name?
Samantha.
Samantha. Right. Well, this is for Samantha's wedding fund.
Be generous. We need help.
Do you? I need help. I need all the help I can get. 20. £30.
No.
No!
No chance.
They're not silver, you know.
No. Definitely not.
What about if I take that away and say £40?
No. You could help us.
I'm helping you, £40? They're plated.
No. You could buy a bouquet. Come on.
That is a bouquet.
No. That's a stem.
Well, £50, and that is more than I wanted to pay.
No.
8 now, come on.
Are you in a good mood today?
I am in a good mood.
Well,
but
carry on then.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll take that away. £60.
Make it 80.
No!
Split the difference then.
No! £60, will you be told?
No.
No, I can get
I've got to pay the wedding.
I tell you what, right.
Right, go on.
£65 because you're giving me one of my migraines.
Babe.
Hallelujah, shake my hand. Now, am I invited to the wedding?
No problem.
Fabulous. I actually paid £25 more for those candlesticks than I wanted to do, and if she'd have carried on, she'd have had me paying for the wedding reception as well.
Every little helps, Tim. Enjoy the wedding, Kath. Coming up, something has everyone guessing.
First of all, what is it?
Good question, David.
Do you know what it is?
Do you know what it is?
Does anybody know anything? Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal, where Vivian is trying to sell her collection of 20th century corkscrews to Stuart Hofgartner.
I do like corkscrews and I'm excited about trying to buy these.
I'm hoping to get £175, hopefully.
Looks like you've come to the right place.
I'm an inveterate collector of all sorts of things, but these started initially in, I would say, the late 1960s.
So, yeah, so 50, 60 years.
I didn't go out to start collecting them. I found a couple in a cutlery drawer of my mother's and thought, oh, I'll have those. And then all our old friends thought I collected them.
Yeah, and you suddenly accumulate.
And then, of course, going around antiques fairs and things, if I didn't have to pay more than £5, I would buy one. But someone said I must be very careful and make sure the barb was still on the end.
Make sure the tip's there, yeah.
Which I did do. So I don't think there's many that are damaged.
That's the way to collect, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't want to be collecting something that's going to cost you a fortune.
Yes.
Every time you see one, because
Yes.
you'll soon give up collecting them. I've been dealing with corkscrews amongst other things, but with corkscrews for the last 40 years, and they've continued to rise just slowly.
Right.
Yeah. So
That's
as a subject,
interesting.
it's a good thing to collect.
That's interesting.
There's some quite interesting ones here, actually, from combination cork screws to bottle openers.
Yes.
And then you've got the various
Yes.
operations to remove
Yes.
the corks.
Yes.
I mean, you've got earlier ones. You've got a lovely here, nice
Yes.
walnut turned one,
Yes.
with just a plain steel shaft and a helix here.
Yes.
This one here is still made today, actually, but it's a
Is
good
it?
corkscrew. The action on
Yes.
it is terrific.
Yes.
It stops the need to actually sort of pull the cork out.
It does.
It for you.
saves you that
Yeah.
little bit of extra work, doesn't it?
So that's possibly my favourite.
Right.
So I think there's 20 odd here, isn't there? So let's see if we can buy them from you.
Right.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100. £120.
Oh.
£140.
No.
Oh, that was firm enough, wasn't it?
No, definitely not. You're always talking about profit. That allows me very little profit on paying £5 each for them.
I suppose it does, but
Over
probably some of them
50
weren't worth
years.
£5 when you bought them, but okay. 140 on the table.
Yes.
160.
A little more.
A little bit more. I'll put another £10 down and see if that will make a deal. That's £170.
What if we say another 10 and I'll clinch a deal with you?
It was another 10 last time. £170 is
No,
my
I
price.
mean it this time.
£170.
Yes, okay. It's
We have a deal? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back in the den, William's brought Helen a huge bronze, something that's got everyone guessing. How much do you want for it?
I was hoping to get about 200 to 300 for it.
I think it's quite interesting, very decorative. I would like to put down about £150 to £200, somewhere in that region would be, I think, okay. Hopefully.
There's a bit of confusion as to what this really is, so David and auctioneer Tom are waiting to see what Helen makes of it.
You've certainly brought in a big one today, I'll tell you. What can you tell me about this?
I just got it a carb out about 5 years ago.
5 years ago? So you've had it in your house for 5 years. Do you know what it is?
Do you know what it is?
Well, I've got an idea. I think this was made on the continent. It's possibly Dutch. And I think it would be an incense burner or a brazier.
Brazier.
So that would have been its function. But I think it's probably more decorative than functional. And it's 19th century, and it would have been made influenced by the Dutch East India Company. So the influence is Indian. But it's a peculiar looking thing, really. I don't know if it's quite for the European taste.
Man who bought it off told us it was 19th century, so he wasn't telling lies.
No, he wasn't telling lies. It's been in the wars a little bit, but it's a lot of work on it.
Now, Tom, a bit of a puzzler for you here. First of all, what is it? And then where is it from?
To me, it looks quite Eastern, but then the decoration may make it continental.
Well, the handles in particular do look Dutch, but then I look at the feet, they almost look like a lion's paw foot. And so I would say maybe it's India, but what is it used for? Was it for burning charcoal? Was it for incense?
I have seen those as mosque lamps before, but if that's definitely what it is, I couldn't be sure.
Okay. As a decorative item, how do you place your estimation?
Purely on the aesthetics of what it is, probably 200 to 300.
Okay. £200 to £300 is the estimation from the auctioneer. Independent values have been a little bit more careful. They've said £150 to £200. The wee Helen likes to buy decorative items. Let's see what she puts on the table.
It's a peculiar thing. Let me see. There's £50. There's £100. Now, what do you think about that?
Not a lot.
Oh dear, William. How about £150? William.
You're getting a bit warmer.
£150. How about £170?
£170 on the table, Tom. What do you think about that offer?
I think that purse is a little tight at the moment.
Okay. You've heard what the auctioneer says. He says the wee Helen's purse is a little bit tight. I daren't say that to her. I need to get in there and tell our seller we need some more money.
So I must be getting much warmer by now, William.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Well, when we say warmer, I suppose that indicates it's a kind of brazier, something that you would burn charcoal in, or some kind of incense. Independent valuers are saying 150 to 2. Auctioneer is a bit more bullish. She's saying 2 to 3. You know, I heard a tale once about Cromarty. It's an area where the wee Helen comes from. Decorative items like this sell very, very well, especially when you have the local...
It's cold.
When you have... It does get cold up there in Cromarty. And maybe Helen, who sells decorative items, could do well with it. But I think the offer on the table is fair. You might get a little bit more, but even the wee Helen might give a little bit more.
Now look, because I quite like this, I'm going to take away that 20 and I'm going to put down £200. And I think I'm being very generous here. The choice now is going to be yours, William. What do you say?
We've got a deal,
We've got a deal?
Got a...
Thank you so much. What did you pay for it, William?
70.
Not a bad profit.
It's all right.
That's a bit more than all right, William. £130 profit. Coming up, Emma knows how to squeeze more cash out of Stuart.
Every time you lift your eyebrows up, £220.
I could keep doing that all day then.
I don't know.
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal.
There are still plenty of people waiting to see our dealers, and John is trying to tempt Tim with drink.
I've come in with a case of wine and I'm expecting about £180.
One for the connoisseur then, Tim.
I'm more free for a tenner guy, really, so we might be struggling with this.
Come on, Tim, be bold. Don't miss the chance of a profit.
Now, I want you to tell me all about this wine.
OK, well, it came to me from my grandfather. He bought it for my first ever Christmas at an auction. And you can actually see on the box here, he's got my name stamped onto it. That's the delivery note that came with it. It's been just kept underneath the stairs all that time.
You never fancied cracking a bottle open?
I didn't think so, no. I didn't think he would want me to do that, as I think he thought, you know, it would be an investment for the future.
I'm still none the wiser.
No.
I mean, I don't know whether it's cheap wine, I imagine it's expensive wine.
Yes.
You have absolutely, completely and utterly floored me. I don't know what to offer you.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind a drink of it.
Yeah. It'll cost you then.
It's going to cost you, isn't it? Right. 20, 40, 60, 80, £100. No.
Remember, there's 12 bottles in there.
12 bottles, right. 120.
79, remember, it's 79, you know.
1979?
Yeah. There's a lot of people out there who think, oh, 79, it's a good year.
Is it a good year? Was it a good year?
I'm sure it was.
You don't know, do you?
Why would he buy it for me if it wasn't?
Because you were 1 year old? But anyway, £120.
No.
What if it's like vinegar?
Are you buying it for yourself or are you going to flog it on?
Well, I don't know really.
So if you're going to flog it, let them choose if it's vinegar or not.
Yeah, but then they'll complain to me, John.
Well,
They'll
you
say,
know.
that wine I bought off you.
Yeah.
Can't put it on my chips.
I think what I'll do is I'll go to auction. Let's see what the public think. Give my granddad a bit of... see if they think that the same as him.
Well,
you
let's
know?
hope so.
Yeah.
Well, good luck at the auction.
Thanks
Thank
very
you
much.
very much for bringing
Cheers.
it along. Cheers, yeah. Chin chin, as they say.
Oh, Tim, you could be kicking yourself on this one.
French wine, French saying, faux pas. I think I've made a massive boo-boo there.
We're about to find out, Tim. The wine's going under the hammer, and John's girlfriend Jennifer is with David.
On the day, the independent value said 150 to 200, maybe 180 to 220. I think they're worth even more than that. The reserve is £180. Is it going to make more than the 180? Well, I hope so. Here it is.
The case of 12 bottles of wine there. Various bids on this lot. I've 210 bid.
Straight at 210.
At 210
Above the 180 reserve.
230, 240, 250, 260 bid. 280,
280 on the internet. 300.
320, 320, 320.
Cheers, we like this.
360 bid. At 360 bid. 360 between the online bids at 380, 380, 400. At £400 a bid. At £400. £400, 420, 420.
420.
Online bids at 420 bid. At 420. Make no mistake online now at 420 bid. At 420, all done. Selling online then at £420.
Gabler's gone down at £420. What's your first reaction to that?
Shocked.
Well, I can understand that, but it doesn't surprise me because that area of wine growing produces some very good wine. 420, we have to take away the commission. That's about £344 that you will be taking back to John, your boyfriend. Now, is that a good night out?
That's a very good night out, yeah.
Will you be on a little bit of commission? Or?
I think so. I think I deserve that.
So, Real Deal was here in the sale room. Jennifer, nice smile on her face, she's delighted. I'm sure John is going to be delighted when we send back to him £344. Cheers, John.
Now let's get back to the den and to Helen's table where Chris wants to turn his glass into cash.
I brought in a Cranberry Glass Apern. I paid about £80 for it, and it just doesn't really suit me anymore, and it's going to end up getting smashed, so it's got to go.
It should be fairly saleable, but not for a lot of money. Now, this is a very pretty little epergne.
It's quite pretty, yes.
It is very pretty. Now, tell me all about it. Where did you get it?
I was working in North Wales on the railways, actually doing railway inspections. I had a spare afternoon. I was just looking around some dealers, and I saw this. So it just took my eye at the time. We've got Cranberry Glass at home and a few other silver items, so I just quite liked it. So
why are you not keeping it?
Well, at the minute, I've got motorbike parts scattered everywhere. I'm restoring a classic motorbike, and I've even got some of them in the house, so it's going to end up getting smashed.
Oh, no. We
so
can't have that.
It's got to go.
Well, it's terribly pretty. A little plated epergne. I'm not sure if this is the original glass. I think it may have been redone at some time.
Right.
It's a slightly purpley looking for cranberry. Cranberry's usually a little bit redder, I think.
Right.
Probably made around 1900, 1910, that kind of era. And it would have sat in a dining table and been a centrepiece filled with flowers. Yep. And you can just see it would be rather pretty.
You can, it's nice.
Yeah, it really is very pretty. Well, I'll put a couple of pounds down and see what you think. There's £20. There's £40. How do you feel about that?
I was wanting a bit more than that.
A bit more?
Classic, quite a bit more. Classic bikes are expensive things to cater for.
I'm sure they are, yeah. How about if I put down another tenner? How about £50?
Still be looking for a bit more than that.
A bit more?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to put an awful lot more down. It is very saleable and very pretty, but I'm not 100% sure how much more money I want to pay for it. Here's David to advise you.
Well, I know you paid £80 for it. When you bought it, were you aware that the flutes of the epergne were modern?
I wasn't actually.
No. Well, it's difficult, and if you don't have experience or a trained eye, you wouldn't necessarily know. The lowest estimate I've got is 30, the very best is 80, but I have to say, I think the 80 is optimistic.
Yep.
I'm going to say, learn from it, pick up the 50, lose 30, go out and buy something else.
Well, now that's David's advice, which is always, as you know, spot on.
Yeah.
So there's £50 here, but it's a pretty thing as well.
I'm going to take the money.
You're going to take the £50?
Yeah.
I thought you'd say that.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I've lost £30. That's one of those things, but I can go and get some bits from a motorbike now, so it's all good.
Enjoy your bike when it's finished, Chris. Coming up, Tim is putting cash down in bundles.
In there is £2,500.
Not a bad start.
It's a good start.
It is.
So just what has tickled his fancy? Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal in Carlisle. It's been a busy day, but there are still deals to be done.
Hi, your name
Emma
is?
has brought something to light up Stuart's afternoon.
Smoker's cabinet, light oak, nicely fitted out. I love them. Smoking is a bit not in thing, but a cabinet of this quality is always going to be good.
I know that sometimes it needs a bit persuading to be able to get the price that you really want, but hopefully I'll be able to do it.
Well, Stuart sounds keen. Go for it.
I wonder if anyone else knows what it is before we open it, but you know what it is, don't you? Let's just give it a quick open. And voila, pipes, a smoking cabinet. You know all the exciting things about this, don't you? You push that, and round comes the tobacco jar, the ashtrays, or maybe even drinking coasters, drawers for all the cigars and pipe tobaccos and papers and all sorts of things. Every man had them when smoking was really in fashion. You're talking, this one's probably 1900, maybe 1920s. Nice to be fitted out by Walker and Hall. Good maker, silver plate. I did look to see if they were silver because they've got a sort of silvery look about them, haven't they? But they're silver plate.
Right.
Very nice if it was silver, but it's still very nice. This is a bit special. Usual tobacco jar, lid. What's always missing is the lead weight, which will keep the tobacco compressed. The china liner is very important. It's not damaged, not cracked. Put it all back in there without cracking the liner. And also what's of interest, maybe to you, I'm not sure, is the inscription on here. Is that family?
Yeah, it was either my granddad or my great-granddad.
So this was in good fellowship to John T. Grundy from his staff, December 1925. Granddad, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, why on earth are you selling it?
Well, my mum gave me it when she moved house because she no longer had nowhere for it to go, and since then it's spent time in my attic. Really, it's too nice to be hidden away. So it needs to be given a good home.
It is a good example.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Have I said enough? Shall I get the money out?
I think you maybe should, yeah.
Okay, right. What's going to buy this? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180 pounds. 200 pounds. Every time you lift your eyebrows up. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 200 pounds. Did you lift your eyebrows up again then? 220 pounds.
I could keep doing that all day though.
I don't know. Can I keep putting 20 pounds down? 220 pounds.
It's worth a bit more than...
Do you?
Yeah.
240 pounds then. 250 pounds.
I don't know.
260 pounds.
You really, really want this, don't you?
I like it, I like it. Can't fault it.
Would you go another 20?
260 pounds, no, 260 pounds. How'd you go?
Deal.
Deal?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Lovely.
There's time for one more deal, and Mara and Binky have brought Tim a gold necklace and bracelet.
This is a walk in the park for me. I can buy this with my eyes closed.
That's big talk, Tim. Let's see if it's as easy as you think.
This must be yours, Myra,
Yes,
mustn't it?
exactly.
Was this a very generous gift from your husband?
Special.
Special? Well, tell me about it.
Well, it was a birthday party. And he brought me this beautiful chain and bracelet. I used the bracelet a few times, but chain is too heavy.
Yeah, it is a heavy chain, very heavy chain.
So-
And where did you buy it, Binky?
We actually, we've got a son and grandchildren in Perth, Australia, and
Right.
he's been over there 30 years now, and consequently, I have done a bit of gold panning, but we didn't find much. And this was the investment, what cleaned us out, but...
Well, I think your investment will pay you back now considerably. When did you buy it? Myra?
Probably mid-90s, wasn't it?
Mid-90s.
Something.
Yeah, I think you'll see a decent return on your money. There's not a great deal I can tell you other than it's 18 karat gold. It's
right.
not antique, as you know, so it's just purely on its gold weight. Now, there is 116 grams of 18 karat gold there, so without any further ado, I'm going to start. Are you ready for this? In there is £2,500.
Not a bad start?
It's a good start.
It is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. £2,600.
Well, it's a start. We were looking for a hot weather and a decent holiday, possibly back
That's
to
a decent holiday. Where do you want to go? World cruise?
Back to Hull. Very
to
expensive all over
Is it?
there now. Can we stretch you a wee bit,
Squeeze a little bit.
Tim?
Well, it will
I'll
be.
leave you a good deal.
So it's Mara and Binky, your nickname. Okay. £2,600 on the table. Now, I've got a wide range of estimates here, from 2,500 to 3,200. That is the highest part of the estimation. What I can tell you is that in precious metal, there is 2,700 and about 20 or 30 quid's worth there. But, you know, this is a wonderful chain, and I don't think either one of these items are scrapping items. I think they are retail items, and that's why I think you've got your wide-ranging estimation going up to 3.2. I'm sure Tim could just pull the stops out and just tweak it for a little bit more, and then I'm going to say that's the green light.
Thank you, David.
Now, I always used to get on my school report, just like David said, could you try harder? So I am going to make you another offer. 20, 40, 60, 80, £2,700. Now, I have tried there for you.
A little bit more.
Now, as the schoolmaster would say at your school, Tim, I think you've been a very good boy and you've given a very good price.
And David, I think it's the real deal for Tim.
Oh, have we got a deal?
Well, Binky says it is the real deal for Tim, and I think I agree with him.
Are you all right?
Yes. You agree with that?
She agrees. She's shaking my hand now. Come on, Binky.
What a great result. Mara and Binky are all set for another trip down under.
Wow.
But our dealers have struggled to make money today. Tim sold the plated candlesticks for £80 and he sent all that gold to the melting pot, making £100. But no one else has sold a thing. It's our sellers who have come out on top. After much discussion, William sold the bronze brazier to Helen.
What did you pay for it, William?
70.
He made £130 on the deal.
Not a bad profit.
Oh, it's all right.
Vivian pushed Stuart for more cash for her corkscrews.
That allows me very little profit on paying £5 each for them.
In the end, he paid her £170. Emma managed a similar trick using her eyebrows to raise the stakes and getting him to cough up £260 for her smoker's cabinet. John's birthday case of wine intoxicated the bidders at auction.
£380, 400.
Cheers, we like this.
All done.
And he took home £344. And, of course, Mara and Binky had the biggest deal of the day, getting £2,700 out of Tim for their big holiday.
We've had a great day, lots of atmosphere, lots of buying and selling. I always like to see that. Don't forget to join me, David Dickinson, next time for Dickinson's Real Deal. See you.